Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tandisa Mahe, and I talk all things business, making money, and the family life. Thank you so much for joining us once again in our video today. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are coming through for the first time, we're also grateful that you are here. Hopefully, you can consider to subscribe to this channel if you love things that go to your pocket. And make sure that you switch on the notification bell so that you can be kept abreast of when we make new content and when a new video goes online. Now, in this video, we are once again on Make Money Tuesdays. And right here on Make Money Tuesdays, we focused on giving you ideas on how you can supplement your income. You can start a side hustle, you can start a new business. It is all up to you, but it's about putting that money in your pocket. Now, in this video, we're talking how you can be able to launch your own online teaching business. There is a lot of money in teaching online. There are so many different things that one can be able to teach online. And that is why this is also something that needs to be unpacked in terms of just the basic steps that you can be able to follow to start your own online teaching business. The first thing that you need to do is to check internally, check with yourself. What sort of skills do you have? What sort of knowledge do you have? What are you an expert in? And when I say expert, I don't mean the real expert definition in the dictionary, but I mean, what are you comfortable in sharing with others? What are you so comfortable in terms of how much you know it that you can share with others? Because this is where it all begins. You'll find that nowadays there are so many different courses and programs teaching people online on literally any topic, any idea, anything, literally anything. But first thing you need to do is to identify that area that you are strong and you specialize in. What is that area? Have you ever thought about what that area is? Have you ever thought about what it is that you can that you know and that you can share with others? That's the first thing you need to do. That's basically like niching down, because you're not going to come online and start teaching about things that you're going to half know, or halfway through as you're teaching, you lock and you don't know what to say because you are not an expert in it. You could literally teach people how to change tires. You could have a whole program, a whole course on how to change tires. And maybe you can then, after you're done with that, move to how to maintain a car, how to keep the paint of a car on for longer, looking good, things like that. But you need to have a specific base point, a starting point, something that you're strong in. And I think it also helps with your self-confidence, because speaking to people that you cannot even see that are online, foreign people to you, people that are not in your immediate environment, can be very intimidating, and other people don't even have the skill of speaking necessarily. So you need something that you are strong in, that you can deliver in a punchy way, that you can have confidence that I've created that. It will motivate you to continue with the creation process and to expand your offering, right? So the first thing is, what are you good at? What can you teach online? That's step number one. The second thing that you now need to do is curriculum creation. You cannot teach anything without creating a structure of how the teaching process will go. That is why in schools and universities, there's something called curriculum. Even here, when you are doing teaching online, if you're offering that if you delve into that and offer that as a business, you are actually going to have to take time out and develop a curriculum. How will the teaching flow? Where is the starting point, the midpoint, the end point? What modules can you create out of this, niche that you've chosen, out of this topic that you've chosen, or out of this module that you've chosen to teach? If it's a module, then it has subsections. So literally sit with yourself down and say, if I'm changing a tire, okay, the first thing that I want to teach in my course is I want people to know where tires are bought from. I'm going to teach people where tires are bought from. Or maybe I'll focus on the manufacturing process of a tire. Or I'll start with understanding the body of a tire. This is the makeup, there's the tube, there's I don't know what's in a tire. There's the rim, there are the nuts, whatever. But this is just you creating a flow of the curriculum. If your topic or your course or your program is changing a tire, mastering the art of changing a tire, maybe let's say that's what you're going to be teaching people, then you are creating a flow in terms of a curriculum, what it is that you're going to be teaching people, where it begins. You can have a whole module or section that focuses on the tools that you need. You need to have a You need to have a spanner. You need to have a jack to jack the car up. You need things like that. Those all can form part of your curriculum. But the next step is you need to create a curriculum. Now, the next thing that you need to do is to be clear on who your student is. In the example that I've been flowing with, it is very clear that a person who doesn't necessarily own a car is your secondary target. Your primary target audience is a person that owns a vehicle, but you can further niche that down, say a person that owns a vehicle, that is a woman, that is a single woman that has got one child. You can literally be that niched, be that specific. You can say, no, I want to teach older senior men how to change tires, and that's my target audience. So basically, you need to also be clear on who your target audience is, because the next step that you need to follow is choosing the correct platform as aligned with your target audience, because you will know that you cannot find seniors on TikTok, maybe, but you can find them, but a few. In terms of the statistics of TikTok, you don't find that the focus is largely, like, the percentage of users are largely seniors or elders. So definitely, that wouldn't be the best platform if your target audience is seniors or elders. You need to find something different. So basically, you also need to now, as the next step, find the correct platform that you're going to be able to use to broadcast or to teach your audience, to teach your target audience. What are you going to use to teach your audience? Which platform, in fact, are you going to use to teach your target audience, so that the skill that you have that you want to transfer to them can be able to meet them where they are? Where are they? Where are they usually gathered in the online world? Are they on Pinterest? Are they on Instagram? Are they on TikTok? Are they on YouTube? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Snapchat? There are so many different options, but choose where the correct platform where your target audience can be found. You need to, as the next step, choose a reliable teaching platform. You can use platforms such as Teachable, Udemy. You can also decide to use your own website. I keep throwing this every single time I talk about, starting a business online, because I want us to be aware of the flexibility and the right of choice that we have, the different choices that we can make, the options that we have that we can be able to choose from, So you can use existing platforms, but you can also be able to create your own website where you will host everything on your own website, and the learning happens on your website. You have full control, but you need to choose the correct platform that you can be able to, utilize to broadcast your teaching, or to teach your students. Now, because you're going to be teaching and you're going to be doing it online, two important things is the next step that you need to focus on. You need to get high quality video and audio equipment. And when I say high quality, I don't necessarily mean expensive, even though most of the time, the higher the price is, the better the quality. But you can literally get support from people that are invested in tech gadgets. You can literally go through YouTube and find tech gadget YouTube channels and watch them. Most of the time, some are designed not only to promote specific products, but to promote affordable access to good quality video and audio equipment, because that's the next thing that you need to do. You need to invest in good quality audio and video equipment. Things like, can you be able to use your own cell phone? Things like, should you really buy a camera? Things like, what quality of a camera? What kind of a camera? So that you don't buy equipment that you cannot practically be able to use, or you don't buy equipment that you cannot afford, or that is really outside of your budget, especially if you do not have resources. How can you start where you are? But audio is a no-no. Audio will destroy. It's like a very bad, like a video with a very bad audio. It will get you out of the water so quickly, my dear, even if you're doing something small on social media. So audio is a demand. There's a demand for audio to be good, the quality of the audio to be good. So you need to really invest in that one. And there are so many different ways to go around that one. You can literally get affordable, high quality audio equipment. But make sure that you invest in high quality video and audio equipment so that you can be able to ensure that when you're teaching your students, there is no disturbances that come from the audio or the video end. The next thing that you want to do is to have a good quality brand name, like a brand, a logo, a tagline. When it comes to education, there are certain standards that are required. Even if, the topic is really light, it's not really mainstream education, but it's still education. If you're going to be educating people about something, then it means that you need to really sit down with yourself and be intentional when it comes to the kind of brand that you're going to be putting out, so that you are relatable, especially to your target audience. That's the next step. Make sure you come up with a good logo, a brand name, and a tagline, which is the visual brand of the business. The next thing that you need to do is to have a clear pricing strategy. Now, when it comes to pricing here, it's really amazing, hey? I think millionaires, billionaires can come out of this industry. The industry of actually educating people, like studying online teaching. There's a lot of money that can be made here. And the reason why I say that, I'm not trying to, throw the other industries under the bus, but I'm trying to say that when you equate the upfront investment that you put into an online teaching program to maybe starting a company with tangible assets, it's not the same. It is literally not the same. What you quantify with an online teaching program or course or an online teaching business is time. What the value that, the greatest value that you put in when you are on the back end, on the production side of an educational or a online teaching kind of a program is time. Whereas, and in terms of time, your time is valuable, and it's so hard to quantify time. But what I mean is, you can decide to say, I do have the time, but I cannot charge what my time deserves now because I'm still, trying to build this business. I am going to get this value from the company at a later stage when it is already established. But when you're going to be starting a business that requires front-loaded kind of investment in assets and things like that, it is much more, it's like a different ball game altogether. It's not the same. So here, your pricing strategy should be really around, obviously, how you quantify your time and everything else that becomes a support structure to ensuring that your time is presented to your students in the form of a teaching program or a teaching course. But you also need to keep in mind that you cannot start at the high end. Let's say your ultimate value is you want to charge $10,000 for your program. At the end of the day, that's where you are aiming for. That's what you're aiming for. But you can't start there. You need to first validate the idea. You need to first see if you've got customers. How much are they willing to pay? You need to also assess the category of your customers. If you choose customers that don't even have access to that kind of money, you literally cannot do that. You're setting yourself up for failure. So your pricing strategy needs to really take into consideration things like your customers, your target audience. What equipment will you need? What resources are needed? As the company grows, will you need to employ people? Can you still do everything online, like use online services? Or will you have to have a full-on office, fully blown office with people employed, a whole team? Obviously, the bigger you get, you're going to need that because you're going to need marketing. There's so many things that you're going to need. So your pricing cannot start at the high end. You build it as you go. And the strategy is, make sure you don't forget one thing that you cannot forget in your pricing strategy is your expenses, your costs. Make sure that you have them down, down to the Wi-Fi that you're paying every month for this business to be up and running online, for you to engage with your clients. Everything that is going to cost you. Make sure that you understand it, you have quantified it, you have a figure, so that you can then know, this is how much I can then enter the market with in terms of the price for my offering, right? A perfect pricing strategy. Not perfect, but almost perfect. And the next thing that you need to do is to market your business. Now, this is online teaching. So that means your students are online. That means you need to be visible online. Use that brand that you have designed, that visual brand that you have created, and make sure that everywhere on the online places that your target audience can be found, you are visible. So the next thing that you need to do, and this is a pro tip, make sure that you take one module. This is just an advice, but it's a really good tip. Take one module from your entire program and offer it as a free masterclass, like a masterclass, basically, where you get your students in for like 30 minutes or an hour, depending on how long the duration is for attending that entire module. And then make sure that you deliver that. Make sure you market that masterclass and collect all the details of the people that are going to be interested in that masterclass, because those are the most potential people to buy the actual full program. While the masterclass is happening, structure it in such a way that before it ends, you give people an option to opt into the full program. Let them sign, let them pay, let them do, like, build it in such a way that they can literally, within the masterclass or a webinar, call it a masterclass, whatever it is that will be more comfortable to you, you let people sign into the real full program. Now, those people that will attend that masterclass means they give you a confirmation that they're interested in the full program. It's like a way of testing it. Do that, and you can be able to sell more of the course or the program or the teaching program that you have. Lastly, make sure that you start teaching. Get on it and do it with the best of your ability. And that is all we have time for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you will be able to start your online teaching program as soon as possible. If you have an area of a question or clarity, or there's something that you don't understand, drop it down in the comments section, and I will try as much as I can to answer everything that you put there, as much as I can. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you also subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you are made known of when we put up a new video. And if you are interested in other ideas, other business ideas that might resonate with you, they are all available in my playlist for Make Money Tuesdays right here on my YouTube channel. Make sure that you go and find them. Otherwise, that is all from me for today. Until next time, stay absolutely blessed.